Hello from Mindset Daily, wishing you a day full of health, peace, and happiness. Thank you for watching the Mindset Daily channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Thank you so much.
Why do the hardest challenges in life often hide the greatest rewards? Why is it that true success never shows up with fanfare, but waits in silence behind obstacles? And why do only a few discover its secret while most turn away? I've observed that lasting success rarely announces itself with trumpets. Instead, it conceals itself behind struggle, behind trials that test the soul, and behind the kind of difficulty that breaks weaker men. Yet for those who persist, who dare to step boldly into hardship, success does not come as a gift, but as a reward forged in the fire of adversity. Picture a blacksmith at his forge. He takes a raw, unshaped piece of iron, useless in its current state, and lays it upon the anvil. With every strike of the hammer, the metal groans and resists. But slowly, it takes form, becoming something stronger, sharper, and more precise, a mighty sword. The human spirit is no different. Every challenge you face, every setback that strikes your will, is like that hammer shaping your soul into something capable of great purpose. This is not punishment, it is preparation. Life does not test the weak to crush them. It tests the worthy to make them stronger. Each hardship embraced adds another layer of resilience. Every obstacle overcome carves perseverance deeper into your mind, revealing strengths you never knew you had. Avoiding hardship only delays greatness. It postpones the discipline to move forward when the odds are against you, the courage to stand firm when fear demands retreat, and the wisdom to endure when all hope seems lost. Do not wish for an easy path. Wish instead for the strength to face the difficult one. Success is never found in comfort. Comfort is fleeting, but growth is lasting, and growth only lives where comfort ends. It thrives on the edge of fear, in the middle of struggle, in the furnace of failure and determination. Choose your trials with intention. Take on hard tasks not because they are glamorous, but because they are necessary. Every time you conquer a challenge, you're not just solving a problem, you're shaping the character that will one day sustain your success. The road to your dreams will never be smooth. It will be filled with adversity, with setbacks, delays, rejection, and even ridicule. Yet these are not signs of defeat, they are markers of progress. Each struggle adds another layer of armor to your character. Each battle fought becomes a chapter in the story of your ultimate triumph. So do not shrink from hardship. Embrace it. Welcome it. Within its painful lessons lies the raw material of your greatness. Success is not waiting somewhere out in the distance. It hides behind your willingness to fight for it. And the weapon that unlocks it is discipline. Discipline is the bridge, the sacred link between your dreams and their realization. Without it, ambition is nothing more than fantasy. With it, even impossible goals come within reach. Consider Jim Thorpe, whose name lives in history not by chance, but through relentless commitment. His greatness did not come from talent alone. It was forged through consistent practice, rising before the sun while others slept, saying no to the temptations that derail the undisciplined. Discipline was the force that transformed Jim Thorpe from a gifted athlete into an enduring icon. Yet discipline is never easy. It demands sacrifice. It is rigorous, unbending, and often uncomfortable. Discipline will demand that you work while others rest. It will require you to turn away from distractions, silence the noise of easy pleasures, and master the art of focus. But remember this, the discomfort is temporary, while the rewards are timeless. Those who embrace discipline carry a silent power. It sharpens ability and strengthens resolve. It transforms hesitation into decisiveness and average effort into excellence. Confidence is not something you stumble upon. It is built, one disciplined act at a time. And when practiced daily, discipline becomes second nature, a quiet armor against chaos and drift. The greatest achievers, Carnegie, Ford, Edison, all credited their victories to this sacred force. Not wealth, not connections, but discipline. It was their secret weapon, their compass in times of uncertainty, their fuel when energy waned. Discipline kept them moving when others quit. It also positioned them to seize opportunity when it appeared. Discipline prepares you for the moment fate extends its hand. And when that moment comes, as it always does, you won't falter or hesitate. You'll be ready, because you trained, prepared, and persevered. Embrace discipline not as punishment, but as a path. Let it guide your choices, shape your time, and mold your habits. For when effort is made consistently, success stops being a gamble. It becomes almost inevitable. Understand this. Dreams without discipline are like castles in the air, beautiful but fleeting. But dreams pursued with steady effort, fortified by discipline, are built to last. So commit. Rise early. Work relentlessly. Guard your focus. Say no to what does not serve you. In doing so, you will not just chase your dreams, you will capture them. Discipline is never a burden. Discipline is a blessing in disguise. When embraced fully, it transforms the impossible into the inevitable. And then comes the next challenge, facing your fear. There is a silent force that holds more dreams hostage than failure ever could. It isn't a lack of skill or absence of opportunity. It is fear, unseen, unspoken, yet undeniably powerful. But here's the truth. Fear loses its grip the very moment you confront it directly. The longer you avoid it, the larger it grows. But when you face it, its shadow shrinks and your power returns. Jesse Owens did not simply compete in the Olympic Games. He defied prejudice, political tension, and crushing expectations. His greatest battle wasn't only against athletes on the track, it was against the fear that he, a black man in Nazi Germany, might be silenced and overlooked. Yet he didn't face that fear with trembling knees. He ran with powerful strides, straight through fear and into history. He proved that courage isn't the absence of fear, it is the decision to act in spite of it. And you too carry that same strength. But remember, it will never be discovered in comfort. Fear thrives in avoidance. It feeds on hesitation. But the instant you step forward and take action, you cut off its lifeline. Every fear you conquer builds confidence. Each victory becomes undeniable proof that you are stronger than the illusion that once held you captive. Every act of bravery, no matter how small, lays another brick in the foundation of unshakable self-belief. With each fear you face, you reclaim a piece of yourself once surrendered. The greatest opportunities in life are never found on easy paths. They wait behind locked doors, and fear is the keeper of the key. But here's the secret. That key melts the moment you act. Boldness dissolves its power. On the other side of fear is not danger, it is discovery. Discovery of hidden abilities, of courage you didn't know you had, of a life lived on your terms instead of dictated by doubt. When fear appears, choose decisiveness over delay. Choose movement over paralysis. Choose the bold, authentic version of yourself over the one that shrinks to stay safe. You were not born to live small. You were born to rise, to lead, to create, and to inspire. Remember, the mind that conquers fear masters life itself. Fear never disappears on its own, but its grip weakens the instant you step forward. You don't need to eliminate fear before acting. You need only act, and fear will begin to fall away. Mastering fear is not a single victory, but a daily choice. A commitment to move forward despite uncertainty. And with every act of courage, you unlock a new level of life, of potential, of success. So face your fears, not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. Take one step, then another, and watch your life transform before your very eyes. The person you long to become is waiting on the other side. Destiny is not beyond your fear, it lies through it. Now comes the fourth principle: commit to your goals. Achievement is never born of wishful thinking. It is forged in the fire of relentless commitment. Commitment is the engine, unyielding and powerful, that drives you forward when inspiration fades, when motivation weakens, and when the climb grows steep. Without it, the greatest dreams remain idle thoughts. With it, even the impossible becomes inevitable. George Washington Carver did not simply contribute to agriculture. He transformed it. His breakthroughs weren't miracles, but the result of steady, disciplined commitment. Day after day, year after year, he remained devoted to his purpose. Despite scarce resources and constant adversity, his dedication unlocked secrets hidden in the soil and changed the lives of countless farmers. He did not stop when things grew hard. He pressed on because his commitment was stronger than any obstacle. So let me ask you, what are you truly committed to? Not just interested in, not casually exploring, but deeply and irrevocably devoted to. When you choose a goal and bind yourself to it with resolve, the universe responds. Clear goals, powered by determination, become unstoppable forces. And commitment always begins with clarity. You must know exactly what you want. Vague dreams won't carry you forward. You have to see your objectives so vividly that they burn into your mind. With clarity, commitment takes root. And when you pair that clarity with persistence, you become a force to be reckoned with. Obstacles will come, count on it. But commitment keeps you from wavering. You don't stop to wonder if quitting is an option. You keep moving, adjusting, enduring, rising again. For commitment isn't measured by convenience, it's measured by consistency. It shows not in easy beginnings, but in resilience through storms. Commitment anchors your intentions, giving weight to your dreams and direction to your actions. It enables you to endure setbacks, maintain progress, and silence the voice that whispers, "Give up." With each day of focused effort, you transform vision into reality, not all at once, but piece by piece, moment by moment. Commitment is the quiet strength behind every great achievement. It separates those who merely wish from those who act. It's what drives you long after others have stopped. When your daily habits align with your long-term vision, when you live your commitment, you build a momentum no external force can shake. Make no mistake, success does not require perfection, but it does demand persistence. When your dreams are fueled by unwavering commitment, they gain weight, substance, and unstoppable momentum. Yes, you will stumble, but you won't stop, because commitment carries you forward when willpower runs thin. So make the choice. Define your goal, anchor it deep in your heart, and commit. Not for a day or a week, but until the work is finished, until the dream is real. When you move with true commitment, you don't just chase success, you guarantee it. 5. Believe in yourself. Every great achievement begins with a powerful truth. You must believe in yourself before the world ever will. Self-belief is the spark that ignites the journey. It is the unseen force behind every bold decision, every daring step, every relentless pursuit of a dream. Without belief, even the smallest obstacle becomes a mountain. With belief, even the greatest odds can be conquered. The Wright brothers had no formal training, no backing from powerful institutions, no blueprint for flight. What they did have was an unshakable belief that man could soar. The world mocked them. Experts doubted them. But they believed. They trusted their vision and their instincts. And because of that belief, they did not stop. They persisted, and they flew. What others called madness, they turned into a miracle. Doubt paralyzes. It whispers of failure, warns of risk, and urges retreat. But belief, real, rooted belief, empowers. It gives you courage to act, to move, to create. It turns hesitation into momentum. When you trust your abilities, when you recognize the vast potential within, you stop merely reacting to life and begin shaping it. Your mindset is the architect of your destiny. If you believe you can, you awaken possibility. If you believe you are worthy, you begin attracting opportunity. Success does not always belong to the most talented. It belongs to those who believe they can succeed and who act on that belief. Every setback, every failure is not a measure of your ability. It is a test of your belief. Will you shrink or will you rise? Self-belief is not arrogance. It is the quiet conviction that deep within, you are capable, that you have what it takes and more. It means carrying your vision forward even when the path is unclear. When you believe in yourself, you act boldly. You stop waiting for perfect conditions or universal approval. You move. You trust your instincts. You pursue your dreams with a fire that no doubt can extinguish. And that kind of confidence doesn't push people away, it draws them in. It attracts opportunity, sparks collaboration, and builds momentum. But belief must be nurtured. Strengthen it daily. Speak life into your goals. Remind yourself of your strength. Look back on past victories, however small. Surround yourself with those who uplift, not those who diminish. Feed your belief, for it is the cornerstone of every achievement. You already have the talent, intelligence, and courage you need. You are not lacking resources. You simply unlock them through belief. When you begin to see yourself as powerful, resourceful, and capable, your world transforms. So believe wholeheartedly, unshakably, and daily. Believe even when others don't. Believe even when the path is dark. For the power you seek is not outside, it is within. Your belief is your strength. Your belief is your foundation. And with it, greatness is not just possible, it is inevitable. 6. Create consistency. Greatness is never forged in a single act. It is built one step at a time through steady, relentless repetition. If you wish to rise, to lead, to master your craft and command success, you must embrace the one truth that separates the exceptional from the ordinary. Consistent effort is what leads to mastery. Babe Ruth did not stumble into greatness. He earned it through tireless, focused practice. He wasn't born a legend. He became one through years of repeated swings, missed pitches, bruised hands, and early mornings. His legacy endures not because of a single home run, but because of the countless hours he spent perfecting his swing. It was consistency, not luck, that carved his name into history. Mastery never happens by accident. True success is the reward of persistent, deliberate practice. When you show up daily, when you commit to consistent effort, you are not just doing the work, you are becoming the work. Every moment compounds. Each repetition sharpens your skill. Each day builds upon the last, transforming ordinary effort into extraordinary outcomes. Too many chase intensity, pouring all their energy into one big push, only to fall back into stagnation. But the future is not shaped by bursts of energy. It is built by steady steps taken day after day. Your daily commitment holds more power than any short-lived enthusiasm. Consistency creates what intensity never can: habits, character, and lasting results. Excellence is not born of sudden breakthroughs. It is forged through slow, patient refinement. Like a sculptor chipping at stone, you must return again and again with focus and effort. It is in the daily showing up that resilience is discovered. It is in the daily striving that discipline is developed. Over time, those habits shape you into someone capable of greatness. Never underestimate the power of steady habits. They are the foundation beneath every towering achievement. Build routines around your purpose, and mastery will not just be possible, it will become inevitable. Consistency trains more than your hands, it trains your mind. It strengthens your resolve and prepares you to seize the moment when opportunity arrives. Every step forward brings not just progress, but clarity, strength, and refinement. The path doesn't become clear by waiting for answers. It becomes clear when you move with faith and persistence. It is in the doing that true understanding is found. So embrace consistency. Make it your ally. Make it your identity. Do not search for shortcuts, for they only rob you of strength. Instead, commit to the long road, the one built on daily effort and quiet determination. In the end, consistency is the hidden force behind monumental achievements. It transforms average actions into masterpieces. It shapes the future. It builds legacies. And when you walk in consistency, when you give your best day after day, success is no longer just possible. It becomes unstoppable. 7. Adaptability in adversity. There is a truth wise men accept, though many ignore. The path to success is never straight. It twists, it turns, it changes form without warning. And in such a world, your greatest ally is not brute strength or rigid planning. It is adaptability. Those who bend without breaking, who shift with grace rather than stubbornness, are the ones who endure and rise. Booker T. Washington stands as proof of this truth. Born into slavery, he began life with no privilege, no resources, no opportunity. Yet, through adaptability, he turned adversity into advancement. He read the terrain of change and adjusted his steps. He met resistance not with defiance, but with strategic redirection. In doing so, he rose to become not only an educator and reformer, but one of the most influential voices of his generation. He did not resist change, he worked with it. He flowed with change, and in doing so, he rose with it. So let me ask you, when change comes, and it always will, do you resist or do you adjust? Success does not belong to the most rigid, but to the most flexible. Like bamboo in a storm, you must be willing to bend. Flexibility is not weakness. It is strength of a higher kind, the kind that endures where others break. Adaptability allows you to face the unexpected with calm confidence. It empowers resilience. When plans collapse, as they often do, the adaptable mind finds a new path. The adaptable heart discovers a new rhythm. Change is not your enemy. It is your training ground. It pushes your thinking, expands creativity, and tests resolve. To resist change is to resist life itself. Circumstances will shift, markets will evolve, people will grow. If you cling only to the old and comfortable, you'll be left behind. But if you embrace change, learn from it, and adjust with it, you grow stronger. You begin to see obstacles not as threats, but as invitations to grow. Those who thrive are not the ones with flawless plans. They are the ones who pivot, who stay open, stay curious, and remain willing to redefine their approach. Adaptability is not surrender, it is mastery of movement. And make no mistake, adaptability fuels innovation. It awakens resourcefulness. When you welcome new strategies, new tools, and fresh perspectives, your chances of success multiply. You become more than a survivor. You become a creator of outcomes. So practice adaptability daily. When resistance comes, shift your stride. When setbacks strike, seek new solutions. When the environment changes, let your thinking evolve, and do it with confidence, not fear. For within every change lies the seed of breakthrough. In the end, adaptability is not just survival. It is a multiplier of success. It prepares you to thrive in any climate, under any condition. The one who adapts is the one who advances. So I say to you, embrace change. Cultivate flexibility. Let adversity become your ally, and let adaptability guide your steps. When you live this way, no storm can uproot you. You may bend, but you will never break. 8. Master your mindset. The thoughts you allow to take root shape the very direction of your life. Your mindset defines your trajectory. A positive mental attitude is not just a preference. It is your greatest ally on the road to success. The difference between mediocrity and greatness often lies not in circumstance, but in perception, in how you choose to think. Consider Andrew Carnegie, born into poverty yet destined to become one of the wealthiest and most influential industrialists in history. Where did his transformation begin? Not with money, but with belief. He understood the timeless truth. Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. Carnegie practiced mental discipline, guarding his mind from doubt and defeat, filling it instead with vision, purpose, and unwavering confidence. Through that positive mental attitude, he attracted success to himself. You must realize that your inner world governs your outer reality. A negative mindset shrinks possibilities. It clouds judgment, kills enthusiasm, and pushes opportunity away. It locks doors to futures not yet imagined. But a positive, empowered mind does the opposite. It opens those doors. It invites solutions. It draws people and possibilities toward you like a magnet. Your thoughts are not passive, they are seeds. Each one grows into an action, which becomes a habit, which shapes your results. If you want to change your life, you must first change your thinking. Guard your mindset as carefully as you would protect a treasure. When doubt enters, confront it. When fear whispers, answer with faith. Choose thoughts that empower, not defeat. Every moment offers a choice. To think constructively or destructively, to believe in limits or in limitless potential. Cultivate gratitude. Let optimism become your default setting. Look not at what is missing, but at what is possible. See every setback as temporary, every failure as a lesson, and every challenge as an invitation to grow. When you train your mind to expect the best, to search for the good, and to believe in your ability to overcome, you arm yourself with the most powerful tool of all, resilient belief. External conditions will always shift, sometimes suddenly, but none hold greater power over you than your own attitude. The moment you master your mindset, you seize control of your direction. You begin to shape your future not by chance, but by conscious design. So take command. Be intentional with your thoughts. Discipline your emotions and your reactions. Do not allow outside forces to dictate your inner world. Instead, let your inner world guide your life. The right mindset will reveal hidden pathways, uncover strength you didn't know you had, and turn trials into triumphs and detours into breakthroughs. You are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are the master of your mindset. And in that mastery lies the foundation of lasting success. So choose well. Choose belief. Choose empowerment. Choose a mindset that builds the future you desire. For your thoughts are the steering wheel of your destiny. And you, my friend, are firmly in the driver's seat. 9. Cultivate patience and persistence. There is a quiet power often overlooked, yet absolutely essential to lasting success. It is not found in quick wins or sudden breakthroughs. It lives in the union of two enduring virtues, patience and persistence. Together, they form an unstoppable force that breaks barriers and transforms distant dreams into reality. Consider Marie Curie, a woman who, through tireless research and unshakable resolve, made discoveries that forever changed science. Her path was far from easy. She faced rejection, ridicule, and relentless obstacles. Yet she pressed forward. Her breakthroughs did not come in flashes of genius, but through years of patient trial and persistent effort. She stayed focused, composed, and faithful to her vision. In time, the world caught up to her genius. She didn't rush the process, she trusted it. And so must you. Impatience is the enemy of achievement. It whispers that the road is too long, the rewards too far away. It tempts you to quit just before the breakthrough arrives. True success doesn't unfold on demand. It unfolds over time, through deliberate cultivation and steady, focused effort. Every meaningful endeavor requires both time and toil. There are no shortcuts to greatness. It is not enough to begin, you must continue. You must stay the course even when results are slow, even when progress is invisible, even when others lose faith. Because persistence is not about speed, it is about endurance. Setbacks will come, delays are inevitable, but persistence equips you to withstand them. It strengthens your resolve and reminds you why you started. It whispers, keep going, when everything else says stop. Persistence builds momentum. At first it's slow, but soon it carries you with greater strength. Yet momentum alone is not enough. It must be guided by patience. Patience calms your spirit, gives you perspective, and allows you to nurture your vision without rushing its growth. Like a gardener tending seeds, you must care for your goals day after day, trusting the harvest will come. Patience and persistence together form a partnership few obstacles can resist. One gives you endurance to keep moving, the other grants wisdom to wait. This balance is the foundation of long-term triumph. Resist the temptations of impatience and impulsiveness. Do not measure progress only by immediate results. Measure it by your continued commitment, by your refusal to quit. Believe in your path. Stay faithful to your course. Remember, slow progress is still progress. Every persistent step you take is laying the foundation for future victory. When you cultivate patience, you deepen resilience. When you persist, you build strength. And when both unite, they create a force no barrier can withstand. So remain steady. Walk forward each day with faith and focus. It is not the swift, but the steadfast who reach the summit. By mastering patience and persistence, you become the sculptor of your destiny, shaping the future with every determined step. 10. Commit to continuous learning. A commitment to learning fuels personal growth and ensures long-term success. Look at Booker T. Washington, whose relentless pursuit of knowledge lifted him from hardship to historic leadership and influence. Knowledge gained today multiplies your value tomorrow, making lifelong learning non-negotiable. Embrace every experience, every challenge, and every interaction as an opportunity to learn. Success demands constant adaptation, innovation, and improvement, possible only through dedicated education. Seek daily opportunities to expand your skills and sharpen your mind. Each insight you gain becomes part of your foundation. Learning ignites curiosity, sparks creativity, and keeps you relevant in a changing world. Those who commit to it passionately hold a competitive edge, always ready to face new challenges. The future belongs to learners, those who adapt, evolve, and consistently enhance their abilities. Every hour invested in learning yields exponential returns, paving the path to excellence and lasting achievement. Dedicate yourself to continuous learning, knowing it is the wisest investment for growth and success. 11. Take initiative. Initiative is what separates achievers from dreamers, turning opportunities into results. Consider Theodore Roosevelt, who boldly seized opportunities and built his legacy through decisive action. Opportunities favor the bold, those who move forward with courage instead of hesitation. Initiative requires swift, determined action, allowing you to shape circumstances rather than letting them shape you. Waiting endlessly for perfect conditions achieves nothing. Only action transforms intention into reality. Every proactive step places you ahead of those who hesitate, ensuring steady progress. Initiative builds leadership, confidence, and a forward-moving mindset, qualities essential for lasting success. Embrace initiative daily. Each deliberate move strengthens your resolve, builds momentum, and accelerates achievement. Every great accomplishment begins with one bold step, not cautious delay. Seek opportunities, create favorable conditions, and act consistently. This mindset guarantees real progress, giving you complete control over your destiny. Remember Wilbur Wright. His decision to act immediately set the course for flight. Delay only postpones success. Time waits for no one, and every wasted day reduces your chances. Action creates momentum, turning intention into achievement. Clarity comes from engagement, not endless contemplation. Step forward with courage, knowing each action builds confidence, focus, and competence. Start small if needed, but start now. The right time is always today. Your greatest achievements await your willingness to begin. Choose action with courage and understand that your journey toward excellence, fulfillment, and success begins the moment you move. Now is your time. Seize it. Embrace the hard things bravely and build the extraordinary life you deserve. I wish you health, happiness, and success. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Mindset Daily.